the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for space. It's Berger. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
There's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Offense with jumbo personnel. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for room. It's Sanders. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they didn't get it forward and in. unhinged defense wins the battle up front. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. With the catch, it's Marshall. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Started on this drive from the 24. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's reverse. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss, move the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the off.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. Oh, a lot of space. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second.
USC 10, UCLA 7.
First play of the period, first down here. Right back to the well. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He'll be out of bounds. He'll mark it at the 24.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He'll take a shot. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
To the air, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking out the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try it over the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. The inside handoff. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They just keep firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. This time on target. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Quick toss. Touchdown, Bruins! Great job by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Holds it in down the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Lemon. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give to the tailback. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught behind the line. It's Lemon. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Might be calling a hot route. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Snagged out of the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Going up top again. Looking left. He's got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Sets up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
He's in open space downfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Jordan. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly where they had to get 6.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. on the move. It's Berger. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on it.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Play action on first down. Pressure coming. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got a man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a crease. It's Sanders. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. Watch out! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit. As soon as he gets the football, hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball, they have the clock on their side, and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to barge their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Looking for space to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's caught. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, USC. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? There he goes! The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Gonna run it. It's Sanders. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They run the reverse. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Going to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bruins just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds, and this season it will find its home in Westwood as UCLA takes down USC. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.